Hi YouTubers and subscribers, and welcome to Starry Hilder's Garden. Today I'm going to be doing something really fun, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I do a lot of different projects around the garden all the time, fun projects, and my husband sometimes rolls his eyes because it's kind of like girly stuff, but you know, I'll take little pots and I'll paint them, and I pick lots of rocks at the river and I dip them and I put them all over the place. Well, today I'm going to do one of those projects and I'm going to show you guys how to. It is a teepee trellis and it's so cool. You can use it for all your vine plants, but you can use it just to decorate your garden. I love decorating my garden. It's kind of like my second home, and I like creating kind of like a magical environment. Now I know that sounds kind of girly, but that's what I like to do. So for those of you who are interested in a teepee trellis, come along today and I'll show you how to do it. Very quick, very easy, free, and it takes about a half an hour. So if you got a half an hour, come along. So what you want to do is find yourself some pretty straight branches, and I cut these are popple. And you can do it a couple different ways. I love being creative with my teepees. I actually like leaving on the little branches on the top. It makes it really creative. It gives me something to hang decorative stuff off of. But if you want to strip all the branches, you can. But the straighter the branches you pick, the better off you're going to be. It's going to make it easier. So what I do is I cut off the ends nice and straight, and then because this is an outdoor project, you're going to use twine. Twine will actually last the longest. You can bind your tops together with wire if you want. I find working with wire a little bit hard. I love this twine because it's so earthy, and it will last a long time. But don't make the mistake of using cotton. I brought out the cotton. You know, the cotton thread stuff, and my husband's like, that's gonna last you maybe one season. It's just gonna fall apart. So get some good twine, nice big portion of that twine, and you can do your teepees with 4, 5, you know, whatever you want. Be creative again, and then you're just gonna wrap it towards the top. And you're going to want to wrap it really tight, people. This is going to be the important part. If you have an extra hand at home, it makes it a little bit more simpler. But if you're by yourself, you can do it. Just take your time. Okay, and there's a close-up of how tight I got that twine. Look at how I scrunched those all together. All right, then we're going to stand it. Okay, I'm so excited. I hope you guys got yours up and standing. I know it's going to be a little wobbly and you're going to have to do a little finagling, and look at how tall mine is. Oh, it goes way up to the sky. I love it. Yours may not be as tall as mine, but that's okay. Like I said, you can do short ones, you can do medium height. It just depends on what type of branches you decided to cut. And it's all about being creative. I mean, you know, that's what it's about. We just got to think outside the box. So you'll probably notice this. When you set this up, it's a little on the jiggly side, even the small ones. So this is going to be our next secret step that I see a lot of, I don't see a lot of people talking about the bracing. So that's my secret step. So people, go inside, get your husband's drill, or if you're a man, get your drill, and get some screws. We're going to use different sizes, like that. Get some longer ones. So get a couple different lengths just to be on the safe side, because what we're going to be doing is cutting some more branch, and we're going to be putting it as a bracing system, so this thing doesn't blow over if the wind decides to blow, or even in the wintertime, because you don't want to take this down and say there's snow and wind, and this thing is going to be secure. Okay, so go get the equipment and come back. So the next step is taking an extra branch and cutting some braces. So whatever length, you're just going to line them right up here, and one is going to go on each side, and then we're going to screw it to the teepee itself. And I'm going to show you guys a real quick trick, especially if you're working alone with the screw gun. You're going to take your screw and do it on the ground first. Pre-place your screws, and then it's going to make it easier when you get it up on the teepee. The other thing that the trellis experts may not tell you is that when you're screwing in those screws in your wood, it may crack. I mean, you know, it's dry wood, or if you just cut it, some of these pieces of wood crack. And you see this one has a little crack on it. So you just have to be very, very careful with your screw and put it in there super, super slow. That really does help eliminating a lot of that cracking. You can't be fast when you're doing this.
Take him, boy! Take him, Cheetah! That dog, I think he just put the hammer down. Take him, Cheetah! Take him, boy! Take him, brother! Where you at? Where you at, boy? Taking my little thing here.
So people, when you get your bracing around that, wherever you decide to put it, you can put it low, you can put it high, and then kind of shake it a little bit and see if it needs a little more bracing. And don't be afraid to add some more, because the thing about bracing is you can just hang stuff off of it. Your vines can grow up over it. So don't be afraid to add more bracing if you need to.
What vines, guys?
Okay, and now the exciting part. This is the part I really love. Find a place after you get all your bracing in place, and you see I was kind of creative with my bracing. The bottom line is the main bracing you want a little bit lower to the bottom to stabilize the base. I did a really big teepee, so I did double bracing, and then I did really creative bracing. So whatever it takes to firm it up, but then you find that spot in the garden and you get to do the fun stuff, like you can put your vines on it, and I put all of my rocks that I picked from the river, look at that, and I wrapped it in wire and I hung it all up with twine. Isn't that cool? So that's my teepee in my garden. And I've got other teepees. In fact, I've got, I'll just run over here real quick, because this is how creative you guys can be. Look at, I did like a little fencing here, and I've got, this is my leaning over kind of haywire teepee. I'll probably do a little bit more work in that. I don't have any bracing, so that needs a little bit more work, but isn't that cool? And here's my other teepee. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Got all my rocks on there. So guys, be creative. Again, think outside the box. That's what it's always about. And have fun with it, because you create this kind of enchanted, magical thing that really does add to your garden. So go out, find some branches, and have fun. All right, God bless you guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this very short teepee tutorial.